I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for the YouTube. She had a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers with her husband and children. They were fairly popular. They had, I think, millions of followers. I didn't know anything about this family until this came about. On August the 30th, 2023, Ruby Franke and her business partner, Jody Hildenbrandt, were arrested in Ivins, Utah. And on September 1st, both were charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse, a felony. According to a statement from the Santa Clara Ivins Public Safety Department, Franke's 12-year-old son, who appeared to be wounded and had duct tape around his extremities, had climbed through a window of Jody Hildenbrandt's house and asked a neighboring house for food and water. Emergency services found Franke's 10-year-old daughter in the house, also malnourished. Both children were taken to the hospital, where the boy was treated for severe malnourishment and deep lacerations after being tied up with a rope. Oh my God. A search of the house found evidence consistent with the markings on the 12-year-old, and the Utah Division of Child and Family Services took the boy and girl and 2 more of the Franke's children into care. Ruby and Jody are being held without bail. Initial virtual hearings for both were held on September the 8th, 2023 in St. George, Utah. Okay, so this is crazy. So crazy. And can't believe it. But we're going to look into why these children were being so severely abused. Why they were being bound with ropes. What's going on here? I know that she's part of the Latter-day Saints. And I'm just going to tell y'all the things that have come up about that church specifically and the people that are involved in that church. Oh no, man, it ain't looking too good, but let's get it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Wrap me in your white light. Keep me safe from anything negative or anything that wishes me harm. Spirit guides, can you please show me the tarot? Why were the Franke children being abused? So aggressively abused, so violently abused? Why were they being tied up and bound with open wounds? What was going on? Why were these children being so severely harmed? So we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse, the 8 of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Lovers in the reverse, and the 8 of Wands in the reverse. I don't want to push it too far over, because I just want to see what the relationship is between this Jody woman and Ruby, because it seems a little weird. You know, I don't know. You torture your kids together? Like, that's weird. And she's not your partner? I don't know. It's weird. Spirit, can you please show me what is the relationship between Ruby Franke and Jody Hildenbrandt? What's the dynamics there? What is going on with these 2 ladies? So we have the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Oh. The Chariot in the reverse. And Hangman. Alright. I'm just going to do that one there. And on the bottom is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment just so I can take all this in and get a clear picture. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. So these dynamics here in the cards that we have, there is some kind of money issue, career issue, something along those lines that the mom lost out on, like an opportunity, something like that. There was something that was ending for her, a project, a business, due to a deception or something of that nature coming to light. So something came to light, like a wrongful act, something bad came to light. Something was told to someone. It felt like a betrayal to the mom. And in that betrayal, they lost out on a money, something that they put a lot of time, a lot of effort into, and were waiting for the seeds to sprout, give them money. So that would be their YouTube channel, was being their cash cow. They had matured it over time. But really, the power dynamics have been off for a while. I don't feel like the husband's energy in all of this very strong. Really, I don't pick up on that. I do see that there's very much a power imbalance and a very reckless, basically you feel like your whole world came apart. You have all these kids here, you have all this that you've invested in, put your time and energy into, and because it seems to me like she has put this blame for not only the lack of love and romance and any kind of lovely feeling that she could have if she was like a regular person. She has a lot of anger and resentment and blames the children, or specifically maybe those two children specifically, for letting this, whatever, with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, whatever came to light, whatever hidden thing or hidden secret was coming to light or came to light, is coming to light because of something that was said by one of the children. They were told, maybe they told somebody that was filming for something. Somebody in power got wind of it, and because of that, it was a risk to everything that that they had built, basically. They had already missed out. It caused them to miss out on opportunity, miss out on money, and not only that, but the male energy had been long gone. Or if he was there, he was like absent. Like, I'm just feeling like a void. This man don't exist, kind of thing. But I feel that she behaved very recklessly and made decisions that were reckless in nature due to resentment, hostility, selfishness, greediness, a desire to get back at him. And convey the message. But things went too far too fast, and the wounds and the methods that were being utilized because of the aggressiveness that was being had, so the dynamics between these two women is really weird. I do feel that this other woman is equal to the level of evil or negativity that this other Ruby, the mom, exudes. Which is why she was easily influenced. That's basically the premise of how much control this woman had and She saw that she was unhappy in the marriage. She knew about the imbalance in power, somebody using their power for negative purposes or their knowledge of it for negative purposes. I think that she saw that power, that imbalance of power, and she introduced her to a new, in my opinion, religion, something that she had not heard of before, but pulled her into whatever this new way of believing was, this new way of living, worshiping, changing religions, changing your way of thinking, turning everything that you knew in a different way. Her energy was very scattered. She was not in control of her vehicle. She was not in control of the direction of things. So I feel like Jody's kind of thing is, because your husband left, there's an imbalance of power. You're gonna have to get control, which means you're gonna have to force it. You're gonna have to be aggressive, and the only way they're gonna change their view and be where they need to be and learn the discipline that needs to be learned, and to tighten her grip more, because the husband leaving, and I think a few other kids maybe. The goal of any cult is for you not to leave, for you to be completely brainwashed and programmed by them so that you do and act in the ways that they want you to. That's the goal. And I feel like that is what Jody portrayed to her in order to get her on board with this method, which it's not like she cared really. It wasn't because she loved her kids that she wouldn't have done it. It's just like pretty risque, but as long as you paint the picture that it's necessary and it's gonna help them be more godlike, yeah. There's a lot of imbalance though. A lot of imbalance energy. That it says that there's two entities, but it feels like maybe for a long time they haven't been together, and that aspect's been made kind of smoke and mirrors, use smoke and mirrors to make it a scene that way. Another thing that's coming up is she's gonna do, okay, so there was, or is now, like, there's a plan, a course, a plan being mapped out, a new strategy being formed, either with both of them involved in the changing of the narrative so that they can best paint whatever picture they are desiring. Unfortunately for them, it's too late. They already have what they need. There's no backtracking. But I think that she is going to use the two kids that were found. They're going to have to be clearly they're going to have to be the villains in the story. So I wonder how that's going to work out. So I have the Eight of Swords. That's feeling, trapped in your own my mind. The thoughts are basically, some of them are delusional. I have Jeff Tom cards. Some of them are delusional and unfounded, but some of them are legitimate. But you feel like you're trapped in a situation that you can't get out of, but you have the power to leave any situation that you want, which is something that I think that Jody was in control there in that aspect, because she made a sheep. She knew she was moldable. And she enjoyed the torturing aspect, the discipline. It was more or less demented type and pleasure for her. She loved making other people suffer, but so did the mom, but she wasn't much for the... Alright, so the death card is regarding, like, you know, something, the way your life was, it ceases to be, and you have to, you essentially start new and a birth of a new life, so everything is new, everything is changing, everything's moving forward. You avoiding a disaster avoided. So we're avoiding the disaster here. There's a death that we're avoiding. So was death the ultimate goal? Were they planning to kill the kids? The Emperor in reverse. That's... Hang on. Four of Swords. I wonder if the father was doing, was this to get the dad to come back? Maybe? Was the dad doing some things to the younger kids or something? Is there something going on here? This is a, yeah, is that what we got? Humiliated shame. Or, is the dad back with her again? She knows me. So she has some blackmail on him. Did she find out that he was being inappropriate? Maybe, allegedly. The dad, that's the father, was... Did she find out that he was doing something inappropriate with one of the kids? And... Or maybe one of the kids saw it happen to the other child, and this was to keep them quiet. Let me see what we got. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like the dad was caught, and she blamed the kids. There was resentment there. Pregnancy. Moving forward. Chariot's up right now. Page of Swords in the reverse. That's it. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. It's abandoning it. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Tired of fighting, not exhausted, unable to... Page of Swords in the reverse. Abandoning it. Moving forward with her new plan. Going forward fast. Page in the Swords reverse. Not able to fight it anymore. This is being defeated before you can get to the end. This is the walking away and abandoning. Feel like something is missing. The Page of Swords in the reverse is, you know, bad news, gossip, slander, rumors, negative mind space, negative mental abuse, negative interactions, aggressiveness, threats, blackmail in regards to a child, a kid, a messenger. That is... interesting. Temperance in the reverse. Unable to defeat it. That's what it is. Allegedly, in my opinion. Exactly what it is. What a cunt. Excuse my language. Losing everything. She wants to... Yeah. That's exactly what we got here. She found out about something before someone else did. The father figure had to be outside the home, and because justice needed to be served, because he couldn't be around these two children because of something. There's some dynamic here that we, the public, and possibly anyone, because it might not have came to light yet, but there's going to be something regarding the father and some kind of truth or news regarding a situation involving the father. If the father left her prior, which feels like the energy was that he was not in the home at the time, she had lost control of the house, in her head at least. Mentally, she was very much frazzled, scatterbrained, not thinking clearly. This Jody woman definitely took advantage of that, but they're both evil. See you next Tuesdays. And I think they're both where they belong, and they should get the maximum punishment. I feel that, in a way, I didn't even know my hand was bleeding, like, this whole time. I must have hit it on something. That's weird. I'm sorry if y'all saw blood on my hand. I didn't know. That's weird as heck. I just think that the father was caught doing some inappropriate things, not necessarily by the mother, maybe by the other child, and it was told on, possibly by somebody that was of importance that scared her, but mainly something that took away money from her. There was some type of money or project that halted because of this abuse, and this led to resentment, jealousy for, and contempt for both of these children, and that is what I'm picking up. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know how well it relates. Like I said, I've never watched these people, don't know who they are. I'm just gonna pull one more. And I wouldn't be surprised if the father sticks by her side and, you know, acts supportive. He could, you know, act one of two ways. Either he comes out super supportive of her and in her favor, she's trying to keep from having to face the judgment. No, ma'am. Alright. Let me know what you guys think. Love ya.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you